Do a lot talking, got a Batmobile, I'm driving now.
Alright guys, hey, what's going on? Coco Love here. Some Pokemon Red version. Going classic. Now, this was probably one of the first games that I actually played all the way through years when this came out. So, I am really excited to do this. I haven't really played this game since way back then. But it should be fun nonetheless. Hopefully I remember all the things to do. Now, unfortunately, I'm in a bit of a predicament when it comes to recording this, as you can tell. Actually, you probably can't tell, but I'm basically recording this, my voice, after the fact, like, post-edit. So, hopefully, it doesn't get too confusing. And also, my recording setup as of right now doesn't allow me to actually use the game audio. I can hear it when I'm recording it, but my, I guess, screen recorder isn't recording the game audio. So all this music is edited in during the editing process. So if you guys want the actual music edited in, I can do that. Or if you want maybe just like some remixed stuff to go through, maybe some just remixed Pokemon songs, or maybe even just different music. I can do either one, so let me know in the comments what you guys want. If you want the real music edited in, or a mixture of both, or whatever you want. And actually, I guess a little bit of a shout out. The reason my rival's name was Ryan, as you guys saw there, was I actually had a channel about 2-3 years ago or whatever with my buddy Ryan. And I thought I'd call my rival Ryan, just to, I guess, pay some honor and tribute to that. So, shout out to my buddy Ryan. But let's get this adventure started. Now, obviously you guys know all this crap with how the game starts and stuff. Also, in terms of, as you guys see how it's just black all the way around, do you guys want like a background? Maybe like on the left side I put like the Pokemon, like my team as I collect it on that side, and maybe like the gym badges on the right, or something, so just so it's not pure black. I'm thinking of doing that too, but if you guys just want like a cool picture, like a cool Pokemon picture behind it, I can do that, or I can do like the Pokemon and gym badges and that kind of stuff on there. So again, leave comments below. This is kind of like the first episode of the series, with all the other Pokemon games. So obviously the first one's going to be a little bit rusty, and as the series progresses with different Pokemon games, as well as just this series and its episodes, it'll evolve just like Pokemon do. See? Clever. Yeah. No. Anyway, so as we see here, we have picked Bulbasaur, and we're nicknaming it Bud, because why not? Because he's my buddy, and like a flower bud, plant bud, and he's Bulbasaur. Yeah, if you guys want, you can leave comments for what you guys want the nicknames to be. Maybe what Pokemon you'd like me to see used on this team in the future. You know, if you're like, you want me to catch, let's say, a Staryu and have like a Starmie on my team, because this is Gen 1, Starmies were actually quite decent, leave it in the comments. In terms of nicknames too, though, once I get to, I believe it's Lavender Town, I believe that is where the name raider is, and I can change nicknames. So if you don't want my, I guess, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur to be called Bud, you have a better name for it, leave it in the comments and let me know. You know, obviously like each other's comments if you like the nickname, and if something gets like a shit ton of likes or whatever, I will change it to that. As we see here, this is kind of just a boring first battle. Tackles, growls, especially between Charmander and Bulbasaur here. It's basically, they both have growl, and then it's scratch and tackle, so there's not really much to do in this. It's pretty much, you hope you're the one that comes out on top. Which, a lot of misses on our end, especially with the attack falling, which I kind of got lucky, and then a nice critical to top it off there, as you guys see. So really enjoying Bulbasaur. It's going to be a bit of a challenge actually, because I know they're saying he's actually the easiest, but because I mean, according to the first 4 gyms, he doesn't technically even have a weakness. Yeah, until the 5th gym with Sabrina, because it was poison, so the Psychic's good. So he is only really weak to 2 of the gym leaders in first gen. But I mean, like, I don't know, Charizard is just so badass. Blastoise is actually good. Venusaur is not really to look at. So as you hear, we just looked at the stats for my Bulbasaur. Pretty well rounded. Nothing too special, but you know, the starter Pokemon usually aren't. So what we basically are doing this episode is just basically doing like the intro tutorial bit, where as you see, we're on our way to Viridian City up through Route 1 here. We got the potion. We also got the potion from the PC beginning that you have. People could stop sending messages right now, popping up all over my screen. That would also be very helpful. But as we see here, we have a Pidgey. If you guys want a Pidgey caught and have like a Pidgey caught, so we have a Pidgeot later. Yeah, it's a nice little, I guess, rhyme. He's a possibility. I have been looking at a few team possibilities. I've been asking on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Gotten a few responses back for that, so Pidgeot is in the running. In terms of bird Pokemon, it's between him or Dodrio. So you know what? Yeah, comment below. Again, I'm basically just saying comment this whole video, but yeah, just put it below if you would rather have me use Pidgeot or Dodrio for my bird Pokemon, because obviously I need to get around. Not really going to be using the legendaries. I will show and capture Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, Mewtwo. But obviously you get Mewtwo like after the Elite Four, so that'll be the last thing we do. But in terms of that, we won't really be using too much of the legendaries to get through like the Elite Four and stuff. So I do need a flying type. Pidgeot you can get pretty early on. Well, the Pidgeot family. But yeah. So if you guys want me to use Pidgeot, because he would be kind of easy to get, you know, leave a like, leave a comment saying, you know, oh, choose Pidgeot, clearly, dude. I had a few people say Dodrio because of Tri-Attack and it's Gen 1. It's a bit more broken, like a lot of stuff in Gen 1 was. So yeah, that's also a possibility. Clearly, I also need a water type. I was thinking Vaporeon, because since he's one of my favorite Pokemon in the series, and since I'm not using Squirtle and stuff, so you can't be like, oh, you should have chose Squirtle, I had Blastoise. I go, as my series goes on with Pokemon, you'll see why I chose Bulbasaur. Basically because I want in my Gold, Silver, Crystal playthrough, whatever I choose to do for Gen 2, I want to use Totodile, who's my all-time favorite Pokemon, you know. So let me know what your favorite Pokemon is as well. Yeah, there's a lot of questions going in on this and stuff I want you guys to comment. So keep it active. Let me know what your favorite Pokemon are. Let me know what Pokemon I should use. Clearly stuck to Gen 1. So red, blue Pokemon. Particularly red Pokemon, because the blue exclusives I can't get. So let me know what Pokemon you want me to use and what your favorite Pokemon are. Kind of just rambling, but post-edit, what do I really talk about, you know? So maybe if you guys want to hear maybe some of the stuff that I would end up doing, like, so if you want me to talk like team building, maybe some tips, I can do that. If you want me to kind of just maybe read what they say, so like going through this conversation saying like how there's something on the invention for the Pokedex and kind of just read the script, I can do that. Basically, I just want to play the game, so you guys tell me how you guys would want me to play the game, in sense of narration-wise. Other than that, this episode is really straightforward. Basically, just getting our Pokedex now to do this. In terms of completion in the end game, I will be well, since it's kind of difficult to get certain Pokemon like Alakazam, because obviously this is an emulator, it's kind of difficult to trade. Can't really get Alexander, Machamp, or I think those are the only two trait evolutions in Gen 1. Other than that, what else is kind of difficult to do? Obviously getting the blue Pokemon exclusives. So maybe at the end I can show like a montage of like where to catch all the Pokemon, or like me catching them or whatever, going through that. But as for like I guess the main series, which I'll be doing, is basically getting your first Pokemon, getting the Pokedex, which you've seen so far, battling the rivals, going through collecting the gym badges, and then taking on the Elite Four, becoming champion, catching Mewtwo. That's it for the main series. In terms of maybe something else I can do, I had a few people saying like, oh, I should maybe go back and fight the Elite Four with like a special team, maybe like. Obviously, I got a couple trolls saying, oh, you should use like only Magikarps and stuff and try to beat the Elite Four. I could kind of take something like that, maybe using certain Pokemon, like maybe Pokemon that would make it like difficult. So obviously no legendaries, no starter Pokemon, maybe using uninvolved Pokemon or maybe non-leveled up Pokemon. So maybe like using Kadabra. Or like, I guess an easy way to say it would be, let's say look at the Pidgey line. I could only use Pidgey or Pidgeotto. I couldn't use a Pidgeot. If you guys have like maybe a challenge you'd like to see me do and attempt the Elite Four on this playthrough, I can do that as well. But we can talk about that kind of stuff the closer we get to the end. You know what I mean? Like as of right now, let's just go get the gym badges, train up our main team of 6, beat the Elite Four, become champion, catch that Mewtwo, and become Pokemon Masters. Anything after that, I might do like a little special attempt on the Elite Four. I could do something else like that, and then I'll probably be most likely moving on to my next Pokemon series game, which will obviously be Gen 2, which would be the Gold, Silver, Crystal. Then when I get to like, then I'll go Gen 3, and then Gen 4, 5, 6, and I'm hoping for even 7 coming this November. So yeah, there's another question for me to ask you guys, since that seems to be the theme of this video, is asking every question in the book right now. What's your favorite Pokemon game and why? Are you a strictly a person who only enjoys the first gen, whether it even being Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, or you'll branch out and maybe play Fire Red and Leaf Green? You might dabble a little into Gen 2. Did you start playing maybe at a later date, like Gen 4, Gen 5? Me, I've been playing, obviously, Pokemon since I was a kid. Really, really enjoy it. Now, actually, just to, I guess, cut back for a second. I really couldn't think of a nickname while I was recording this for the Nidoran, so it's very cheesy, Royal T, because it's going to be a Nidoking. Please help me pick a different name for that. What you guys think would be a better name for that. And also there's a nice little cut here I actually ran into. I think it was, including the Nidoran that I caught there, I believe it was 3 or 4 more, possibly even 5 Nidorans in a row, all level 4. Like I was like, is this the only thing that appears on this route? And I'm like, no, I swear there's Rattatas and Pidgeys, and I think even Spearow and Mankey in Gen 3, so I was like really confused why it was only that. And that's the reason why my health is noticeably lower. But other than that, episode here is kind of coming to a close. Obviously you guys can tell there's still like 5.5 minutes or whatever left of recording. And very difficult to try to think of things to say right now in terms of post commentary. But I'm basically going back onto Route 22 over here and battling my rival again. So you guys kind of luck out and see 2 rival battles in one video. Actually, I remember a lot of people knew about this rival battle when obviously we were growing up. Because, I mean, you never really thought to go this way because you're like, oh, it's the Pokemon lead. I don't really need to go there. Or it was there, you got your butt creamed, you're like, oh, he's too tough, and then you ended up just going through the game. So I always make it like a thing to do is always beating this rival fight, which is actually quite difficult unless you overtrain, obviously. I figured I was a good level doing this. Obviously, has a level 9 Pidgey, who I believe only has Gust and Sand Attack. Don't think he learns Quick Attack to a later point, so you're good there. So what I find in the terms of doing this fight with Bulbasaur is make sure you have Leech Seed and you use it. Now I kind of got unlucky there, getting hit with the I think double crit or whatever. It was a critical and then a normal attack. So hence why I had to use one of my potions. But see, having the Leech Seed, I think it was only taking off 1 or 2 damage to the Pidgey. But anything you can really get to help, you know what I mean? You just got to make sure you're bulky enough to actually take some of these hits. But as you see, like I think it was the crit and then healed, and then when he finally hit me again, it was critical again. So very unlucky, but you know that's known as the Let's Player's curse for Pokemon. Whenever you are actually recording a game, your opponent always gets crits, you get none. Which I was actually very surprised in the first rival fight that I got to started off with a crit and killed him with a crit. So I was like, oh damn, that's actually quite nice. But as you see, I got a nice little Leech Seed zap to actually take him down, and then go to level 9. A little over level for what we're getting into right now, but not too bad. So I make the switch here, just to make sure, because I don't want it to lose my Bulbasaur and then have to rely on the Nidoran, who's only level 4. I will be doing some off-screen training with him in between parts 1 and 2. Get him to like level 7 or 8 or something like that. So he's not quite as high, so I don't have 2 level 10s or whatever going into into Verdant Forest or whatever in the next part. But still be able to have a few nice up-level Pokemon while we maybe decide on who next will be joining our team. Now basically here I knew that I believe it's Tackle he has. He's got Tackle. So I knew Tackle wasn't really going to do too much against Charmander, level 4 against level 8. So I figured I might as well just spam Leer to lower Charmander's defense, so that when Bulbasaur joins the battle again, he can deal a lot of damage. Which, as you see here, I Leech Seed just in case. And, you know, because you never know, right, if he gets a couple crits or whatever, especially with him having more speed. And he actually dealt a lot less damage than I thought he would. And then, as you see, that was 1 tackle, and then it wasn't a crit. So I was like, oh, okay, I really don't have to worry. I left the battle with 22 out of 28 health, and just completely rocked that Charmander. So as you see, if you come prepared for that fight, it's not that difficult, and if you know what you're doing. But no, there is times where if you don't prepare yourself for that fight, you can get destroyed by that Pidgey. Or you can just barely live with that Pidgey, and then Charmander wipes you out in like 1-2 turns. So yeah, with that, this is basically where the episode comes to a close. I just walk on back to the Pokemon Center and heal up before moving on to the next part, which will be Viridian Forest and getting into Pewter City. So smash that like button, guys, for more. This is probably one of my all-time favorite games, and hopefully you guys don't mind it. And again, leave your comments below if you want me to just do things like using the actual music and just having to edit it in and it being a pain, but I will do it for you guys. Or if you want me to maybe just use remixes, other songs, all that kind of fun stuff. So hopefully you guys like it, so smash the like button, leave all the comments below to all the questions I asked, and you guys will have a fantastic day, evening, night, whatever time you guys are watching this. See you guys later.